making chords is that you don't want to keep too many notes next to each other. So G, one whole note above G, one whole note below G is F. So this would not be a chord. This would not sound. Alright, so it wouldn't really sound good. Instead, you would want to spread the notes out a bit more. So leave one whole note in them. Now all of a sudden you have a simple little chord. Oh, and if you're wondering how I do this so quickly, just hold Control, click and drag. Control is to also select the selection tool. So instead of pressing E and then using the selection tool and then pressing P to go back to the pencil, you could just hold Control and then select. Okay. Now, another thing that you might want to take into consideration with certain chords is that you notice how the musical alphabet always ends at G and it starts back at A. Right? And if you put it with B, it could sound good depending on the use, right? But it could also sound bad, you know? So it's one of those chords that could work. You have to use the air, use the airs sometimes. Okay. Now that I showed you just a little bit about it, let me just put together some chords real quick. You want the music to flow instead of just being monotone. You wouldn't want it to sound too repetitive. You would need to have melodies go from high to low, then back high, and it needs to be like a zigzag, kind of like the stock market or like a roller coaster kind of. Because you're technically playing with people's emotions, you know? It's not supposed to just be sound. It's supposed to you're supposed to feel something from it. Something cool that you could do, you could use Control, press Control on your keyboard, click and drag these. You could either press Control and down on the arrow key to shift it down an octave, or you can press up to shift it up an octave. So that's good if you kind of just want to switch around the melody a little bit. Let's say press Control A to select everything. Then I press Shift B. No, Shift and I click and then I drag to copy over everything. Use every keyboard shortcut that I can find. So you need to have to either learn it or custom to me saying. Use Control and then click and drag to select these. Alright, press Control, arrow key up. And I could just drag them around to kind of make it a little bit different, add some variations to it. Right? I don't like how that sounds at all. I really don't like how that sounds. So let me move this down. Let me try to switch these around instead. Alright, so I'm still just using Shift and the arrow keys.